You're watching the Fox 5 Morning News at 8.
Good morning, 8:13. We want our kids to be well behaved, but physical punishment may not be the best answer. Rena Patel, she's a parenting expert and licensed educational psychologist, has some tips for simple, positive parenting. Rena, good morning, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.
When we talk about kids who are physically punished, what exactly are we talking about?
We're talking about discipline, punitive discipline, and it includes, not just the timeouts, but putting your hands on a child, spanking. 80% of our populations, parents do punish their children, and my focus really working with families has been implementing positive parenting.
Okay, this might be something moms and dads, you might want to put the cereal down, grab your cup of coffee, come over to the TV. We get frustrated with these little humans and raising them. Maybe back in the day, I know that the way my parents raised me, I got punished for when I wasn't doing the things that I was supposed to be doing. You're saying put that aside and do something else with your kids.
Right. Research has really shown over the past years that positive reinforcement and positive parenting style is more effective in the long term versus punitive discipline.
You have some examples. I'd like you to walk us through and also explain the difference between kind of spoiling our children when we do this and then helping them learn. So how do you do this positive parenting? Give us an example.
Right. It is a big misconception. The first thought that typically lands in parents' heads is I'm bribing my child.
Right.
And basically reinforcing the child is letting them know descriptively, specifically letting them know what behavior you'd like to see again. And once a child knows that sitting in my seat quietly with my hands in my lap is something that my mom or dad or teachers expect and are praising me for, there's a huge chance that it'll happen again in the future.
You have 5 tips. I want to go through and give us specific examples so the moms and dads we can try this today. You say positive reinforcement. What is an example of positive reinforcement?
Positive reinforcement is when a child lets you know, for example, that they took their dish to the sink, and you let them know, I like the way that you've cleaned up your plate and taken it to the sink. That right there is positive reinforcement.
It's just saying it.
Just saying it. You don't have to give a tangible.
Offer your child choices. My husband and I sometimes argue about this because he's like, why do you offer them so much choices? Just tell them what they need to do.
Exactly. Well, children love to be, we all want to be in control, right? And so having at least 2 to 3 choices max lets that child be in control of their life. It's a great life skill, and it's a win-win on both ends, because as a parent, you let them know you're picking the choices, so they get to pick on their own.
I saw my son picking up something yesterday without me asking him to do it, caught him in the act, and I said, I'm so proud of you, this is great. And his eyes kind of got excited. So you're saying catch them doing something.
Right. The term, we've heard it before, catch them being good. I always say catch them making good choices. Again, it just lets them know that what I'm doing is something that is expected of me, and the chances again are in the future I'm going to do it again because I liked the feedback that I got from my parents.
This is a challenge for a lot of parents who are working. Make time for your kids.
Right, right. I mean, I fall into that trap. I'm playing something with my young son, and I'm on my phone texting at the same time. We're all amazing multitaskers, but our kids need our 100% undivided attention. And so what I recommend is, if you can't set aside a specific amount of time, which is fine, just find little bits of minutes throughout the day and devote some time.
Okay, and also another one is making mistakes in front of your kids. Why is that important?
We live in a world where everything seems perfect, right? With social media and the magazines that we pick up, especially for our teens. And we need to let them know, again, another great life skill, that mistakes are okay, and the best form of resiliency is learning from those mistakes. And so intentionally making mistakes, even small ones in the kitchen while you're cooking or when you're helping them with their homework, making calculation errors, really not only shows them that we as parents and as adults make mistakes, but then how do we problem solve and get through them?
Love it. Really good advice. Rena, thank you for being here. If you want to get more information on Rena, she has some books. You could log on to our website, foxeyesandiego.com, click the Scene On tab. Rena, thank you for being here.